Hello, Broncos fans. It's Michael Loudon here talking about the recent hiring of new head football coach Lance Taylor. Sorry, this video is first off coming out a little late. I was going to film it last weekend. However, I caught a cold at the time. Was going to film it then on Tuesday because I felt like I was getting better. And then I almost lost my voice. So I figured, why don't we wait till I feel better? Here I am feeling better now. So let's get in talking about our new football coach, Lance Taylor. So first off, who is he? Where is he? Where is he coached previously? And then we'll talk about his press conference and what I think of the hire of him. Which, by the way, it's going to be positive. There's no doubt about that. All right, so first off, Lance Taylor's 41, and he spent the last few seasons, or he spent last season, I should say, not the last few, but last season in Louisville as their offensive coordinator. He talked about this actually in his press conference. This was his first time he was actually a coordinator, and this helped, he said, prepare him to become a head coach because he finally was in charge of like a whole group, the whole like offensive side of the ball. Could set like schedules and meetings and all those different things instead of just being like a position coach. Prior to his time at Louisville, he spent time at Notre Dame as their running backs coach and run game coordinator, helping Notre Dame go to the college football playoff in 2022 and the Fiesta Bowl in 2021. He helped have a running back, Kyren Williams, have a pair of 1,000-yard seasons. So he's definitely coached some. He's had a lot of success coaching good players along the way. He's also coached in the NFL before. Had two coaching stints with Carolina. He coached wide receivers there in 2013. The Panthers that season went 12-4 and won the NFC South. Between his stops at Carolina, he was the running backs coach at Stanford, where he coached and mentored Heisman Trophy runner-up Christian McCaffrey, and also another Heisman runner-up in Bryce Love. While he was with the Cardinal, they won the Pac-12 championship and a Rose Bowl, and he was named the 2015 FootballScoop.com running backs coach of the year. Between 2010 and 2012, he spent time with the New York Jets as an offensive quality control coach and assistant tight ends coach. During that 2010 season, the Jets won their wild card game and divisional playoff game against the Patriots and appeared in the AFC Championship game. In 2009, he coached the wide receivers at Appalachian State. Mountaineers set school records with 284 receptions and 3,621 receiving yards. They finished 11-3 that season, won the Southern Conference title, and advanced to the FCS semifinals. He began his coaching career under Nick Saban, so that's a great head coach there to come from that coaching tree. Started as a grad assistant there at Alabama from 2007 to 2008. He actually played for Alabama as well. He was a walk-on and then earned a scholarship. Played in 38 consecutive games as a wide receiver from 1999 to 2003. And as a senior, he served as the special teams captain for then head coach Mike Shula. He also played professionally for the Colorado Crush and Columbus Destroyers of the Arena Football League and AF2's Green Bay Blizzard and Louisville Fire from 2004 to 2006. He graduated from Alabama in 2003 with a degree in management. Taylor's father, James, also attended Alabama and played running back under legendary head coach Paul Bear Bryant. A native of Mount Vernon, Alabama, Taylor is married. His wife is Jamie, and he's got two children, son Jet and daughter Gemma. And that all comes from the WMU Broncos article. So if you'd like to go read more about that, and then what also other people had to say about Coach Taylor, you can go check it all out on there. There's a lot of information on there as well. So if you want to also watch the head coach or the press conference, you can go on YouTube. Check that out under Western Michigan Broncos athletics department page on there. So I just took a few notes from watching the press conference. This is all coming from what Coach Taylor said and also questions that he was asked as well. He really cares about the players, the university, and the community. It's when he was interviewed by athletic director Dan Bartholomew. He said he could have talked about the athletic accomplishments of the players he's coached, like Christian McCaffrey, Bryce Young, or not Bryce Young, Bryce Love. But he talked more about the character of the players and how he was able to develop them. He cares, like I said, he cares about the players, not just how they do on the field, but off the field as well. He wants to make sure he's molding, these young men to have success. If they go on to play in the NFL, have success on the field there, but if they don't, to have that success off the field after they graduate as well. He cares about the university, and he cares about the community also, the support that the Broncos, the Broncos fans and all the media cares about that support as well. Talked about when the plane landed, how there were, so many people that were waiting in the freezing cold for the plane to land, and he talked about that and how his son really loved the support that they gave him, or that they gave their dad and their whole family when they arrived. He's committed to building an elite championship program here, which we're really excited to hear about as well. We want to, as Bronco fans, we want to see the Broncos win Mid-American Conference championships. We want to see them win bowl games. But we'd also like to see them go to the college football playoff, which, with it expanding to 12 teams starting in, I believe that's 2024, it's expanding to that. One group of 5 team, who's ever the highest ranked, will have a chance to go to the college football playoff. Now, obviously, that's going to be a big battle between that. But remember, Western has won that battle before. They had to be the highest ranked group of 5 team to go to the Cotton Bowl back in 2016. So if they've done it once, they certainly can do this again. Also, here's a good thing to bring up. Coach Taylor is currently the only Native American head coach at the Division I level. He's very proud about his Native American heritage. His father is Native American, and so this is a really great that he has that background as well. Very proud of it. Also, he wants to have a positive impact on his players, help them make a better future, push them, and hold them accountable. He was really excited about the current talent on the team. That's what drew him to this job, and he wants Western Michigan to be a place to win and expects to win. A lot of the fans, know that we can win and want to see that happen. We don't want to see us have really great seasons and then all of a sudden just fall off at the end, which is what we've seen actually. We didn't really see that this past season, but we saw it in a few seasons prior, where it's like we led the MAC West and then just kind of fell off at the end of the season and didn't end up going to the MAC championship game. He's going to prepare the players, train them like champions. He says they're going to play fast, be physical, finish, and play with relentless effort. It says he excited me of what we can do and what we can be, and that's why he took the job. I think I actually already mentioned that as well. He said going to Louisville, and I've already talked about this actually earlier, being the offensive coordinator helped prepare him to be a head coach and be a coordinator for the first time. There was also a short video where he was introduced to the players, and he talked about 4 core principles for the team, which are attitude, effort, toughness, and discipline. And I really want to see Western be disciplined on the field because, under Tim Lester, you saw a lot of 15-yard penalties, unfortunately, unsportsmanlike conducts, late hits, unnecessary roughness, and I don't think we're going to see that under Coach Taylor. I think we're going to see a lot more disciplined effort, a lot of toughness, a lot of good effort, and a lot of good attitude. So that ends everything I said there. So let me give you my opinion on the hire of Coach Lance Taylor. I think this is a very good hire. He's kind of an unknown, which is fine. Remember back in 2016 when Western Michigan hired P.J. Fleck, we're all like kind of looking around like, who the heck is P.J. Fleck? And look at how that turned out. First season wasn't great, but then after that, 8 wins, a bowl win coming in that, and then an undefeated season, MAC championship title, and a berth in the Cotton Bowl. And I think under Coach Lance Taylor, I think we're going to see the same thing. Like I said, he's a bit of an unknown, but he has a lot of success behind him. Coming from the coaching tree of Nick Saban, coaching in the NFL. Athletic director Dan Bartholomew said he wanted someone that's coached at every level. He has college experience. He has NFL experience. He's coached in the playoffs in the NFL. He's been a part of division winners. He's been part of championship teams. So there's no doubt that he has that success. He knows what the success is like. I think he's going to be a really tough coach. I think he's going to really help the players. He's going to care about them. He's going to love them. And he's going to help lead the program to success. Last year, Western Michigan this past season went 5-7. I think they're, excuse me, depending on who leaves in the transfer portal and who comes over and what the recruiting class is going to be like, I don't think we're going to see what we saw with Coach P.J. Fleck in the first season where we saw, a 1-win season. I think we have the possibility of seeing a 7 or an 8-win season out of Western Michigan, which an 8-win season could be a possible, MAC championship berth. I mean, look at Toledo this past year, went 7-5 and was able to go to the MAC championship game. So an 8-4 team could certainly do that. And then from there, I think we could easily build to 9-10 wins, possibly undefeated seasons because, I just think he's going to be, like I said, he's going to be tough. He's going to love these kids. People are going to want to play for Coach Lance Taylor. I can hear the excitement in the athletic director. I can hear the excitement in Coach Taylor. I think we've got a great hire, and I think Western Michigan's got a great future behind I think Western Michigan's got a bright future with Coach Lance Taylor helming this team. So what do you think of the hire? Post any comments in the comment section below. Drop a thumbs up on this video. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel and share this video around. So Michael Loudon over and out. Broncos fans, take care. Any more Broncos news comes up, we will talk about that in the future. Of course, there'll be videos coming up about the recruiting classes, obviously. That will be coming down the line. So all Broncos fans, take care. And everyone have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Kwanzaa.